Aloha mai kako, Kiolomau Tengan here with this week's Weekly Rhythm. So, talking about the gathering, right? Collecting parts and pieces of ourselves. As I had mentioned, it's very much like a game of 52 pickup, right? We've thrown this whole deck of cards out all over the place. Now it's spread out. And this can be held within relationships that we have had, giving parts of ourselves away. This can be perhaps in the work that we do, sacrificing our true inspiration to be able to pay the bills, right? And so as we give parts and pieces of ourselves away, we've effectively been playing with like half a deck, you know? If we were to play a game of poker with half a deck, it wouldn't go very far, right? We would quickly be spent. We wouldn't have the capacity to make our pairs or our full houses or whatever. And so what we've come to realize and are realizing this week is, in this week, the gathering, we're really collecting ourselves. We're gathering parts and pieces of ourselves that have been given away and to a certain degree absent from our lives. And that could be perhaps a greater degree of kindness for a certain type of person. Perhaps that is being more historically triggered by something and not seeing ourselves as triggered as much. Whatever that is, we're going to start to realize that there's so much more to us. There's so much more than just what we have experienced of ourselves so far. And as we really start to gather these parts and these pieces, we really start to get more connected. Now, as we connect with inside of ourselves, one of the things that we'll tend to see is that we're going to be better able to connect with others. And indeed, because now we are more full, we are more robust, right? And parts of these things in terms of giving away of ourselves could be from pleasing others, it could be from past trauma, it could be closing ourselves off out of fear, whatever that is for you. Recognize that there is a process that each and every one of us is going through. And as we reclaim these parts of ourself, all of a sudden it opens up more doors. Doors to new opportunities, doors to new people. I mean, one of the things that we're going to see in all of this is a threefold experience. One of it's going to be really connecting to ourselves and allowing our true presence to come forward. Another is going to be connecting to our legacy work, the work that we are indeed here to do and our very purpose, I would say, for being. And those who can best satisfy it. Now, think of it differently. Perhaps we are in an orchestra, right? And I may be the conductor of this specific piece, my gift to the world, my masterpiece, right? And I can't do it by myself, right? By myself, I might have the vision, I might have the idea, I might have, that concept or that sound or that feel flowing through me. However, to really pull it off requires an orchestra, a symphony, a collective that allows us to bring this into fruition. And that could be having all of those aspects, right? Parts and pieces, very much like the card deck, except in this case, we're talking about violins or the percussion or what have you. A person that sits in a particular seat that allows a contribution and indeed a service to the greater vision at hand. And so while that may be true for me in this, my masterpiece, my magnum opus, if you will, my gift to the world, the legacy I'm here to create and to leave, that also means that I would sit in perhaps your orchestra as well, your symphony. I might be a part of something bigger, larger, and more profound that you can see. And so it works in both ways. It's mutual. It's a two-fold effect where there's that energy that's going out and it's coming back. So instead, back to our card deck, of giving away parts and pieces of ourself and something that we need to sacrifice an aspect of ourselves, when we connect with our true presence, our essence, we are able then to contribute in a way that is so specific, so particular, and so unique to you as it is to me, that unless we participate in this way, then not just our own work, that of others as well, is less for it. So this week, just start looking around. What are those parts and pieces that you've given away? What are you noticing more about yourself? And as you do, use the people that you're attracting, bringing into your life, that you are now being surrounded by new, hapstance meetings, for example, which are by no means hapstance. Those synchronicities as they begin to unfold. Who are you surrounded by? Who are you being Who are you attracting into your life, and what does that have to say about you? Take those moments to just check in and see what's what. Okay, that's it for now. Love and aloha to y'all. Take care of each other, and ahui ho.